It's in the game. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Gives it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And they get him down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Might be calling a hot route. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Seminoles! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back looking for help. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going to the running game. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Fuller. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's McAllister. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They go play action with Sellers. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but you got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Seminoles will have it first and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball.
Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give from the gun. Nice move there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first.
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. Took care of it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Plucks it out of the air. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
To the air, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Harbor. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Still looking on the move. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throwing Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Makes the grab in the corner.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give on the inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Here's a little room there. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Coming out with it, it's McAllister. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback running on the draw. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Sellers under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He can't find anybody. It'll be...
Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100.
Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 9. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He'll do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And it'll be down right there. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
At the 35, he's open. There he goes. At the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Williams will pass. Throws to the back. Working that left side now. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. of the drive comes from the 22. Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Harbor. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Sellers to the air again. Snags it over the middle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Across the 35, finding some room. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams on the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Third down from the gun, Williams. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Williams. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
What a great job by this defense. You get a 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. It's Fuller.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sellers on the play action. Unleashes one. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Williams. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Absolutely nowhere to go as makes a third down stop.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Williams to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Play fake, Sellers. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry with him.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. It's complete to the right. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down and a decision coming right now. Offense changing the play. Fourth down, Sellers. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Williams rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Williams looking for a man. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Williams from the gun on third down. Release to the back. He's got his man. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Huskies are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams to the air again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Sweep. Freeze. Booster.
4th down, Williams. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. It's Williams again. Had to throw it before he wanted.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Return. Flash. Hydro. Chip. Go.
Throwing, Williams. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
14. Go.
Williams to the air again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing, Sellers. He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down two.
There he goes! Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Sellers. Snagged out of the air. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go play action with Sellers. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds to avoid the sack, to avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.